Once in the shining realm of Asgard, there lived a god unlike any other. Not a warrior like Thor, not a ruler like Odin, but a trickster, a thinker, a betrayer. His name was Loki, the god of mischief. Loki was not born in Asgard. He was born among the frost giants, enemies of the gods, in the frozen world of Jotunheim. But fate had other plans. Odin, the Allfather, found the small abandoned child and took him to Asgard, raising him as his own son. To the world, Loki was a prince of Asgard, but deep inside he always felt different, smaller, weaker, colder. The truth burned in his heart. He was never truly one of them. That truth would one day become the fire that consumed the gods themselves. As Thor grew strong and beloved, Loki grew jealous and cunning. Where Thor won battles with his hammer, Loki won with his mind, through illusions, deceit, and whispers in the dark. He loved knowledge, magic, and secrets. But in the golden halls of Asgard, no one celebrated trickery, only brute strength and glory. And so Loki smiled, while planning his revenge in silence. It began with a plan to embarrass Thor, but Loki's jokes always turned dangerous. He unleashed frost giants into Asgard's halls, and when they were defeated, suspicion fell on him. Odin saw the truth and revealed Loki's secret, that he was born a frost giant. In that moment, Loki's world shattered. Everything he believed, every smile he faked, every victory he claimed, turned to dust. He was not a prince. He was an imposter, a child of monsters. Consumed by anger, Loki betrayed his family. He opened portals to Jotunheim, plotting to destroy Thor and prove his worth to Odin. But deceit always eats its own tail. His schemes failed, and he fell, literally, into the endless abyss between worlds. Yet Loki did not die, because gods of mischief never truly die. They return, stronger, stranger, and far more dangerous. When Loki returned, he was no longer seeking approval. He sought control. He played both sides of every war, serving Asgard one moment and plotting its fall the next. He manipulated gods, mortals, and even the Norns who wove the threads of fate. And yet, deep within him, there was still a wounded child, longing for his father's love and his brother's forgiveness. Was Loki truly evil, or was he simply broken? Among Loki's greatest sins was the death of Baldur, the god of light and purity. Prophecy said that Baldur's death would mark the beginning of Ragnarok, the end of all things. When every creature in the world swore never to harm Baldur, Loki found one that did not, the mistletoe. With cruel brilliance, he fashioned a dart from its branch and guided a blind god's hand to throw it. Baldur fell, and so did the peace of Asgard. From that moment, there was no redemption left for the trickster. The gods captured him. They bound him in chains beneath the earth. Above him, they hung a serpent that dripped venom onto his face. His wife, Sigyn, stayed by his side, catching the poison in a bowl. But when she turned to empty it, the drops burned Loki's skin, and his screams shook the mountains. Those screams, the myths say, are the cause of earthquakes. But the gods cannot chain chaos forever. Loki's destiny is to break free on the day of Ragnarok. He will lead an army of giants and monsters against Asgard. Brother will fight brother. Fire will consume the sky. And at the end of it all, Loki will face Heimdall, the watchman of the gods, and they will slay each other in battle. But even in destruction, Loki's story endures. He is more than a villain. He is the question that every god fears. What happens when truth is a lie and lies reveal the truth? Perhaps that is why humanity still remembers his name. Because deep down, we all have a little Loki inside us. The voice that doubts, that questions, that dares to defy the gods. And maybe, just maybe, Loki was never truly a god of evil. Perhaps he was the god who reminded the universe that order without chaos is just another illusion. This is Loki, revived. Want to see more historical legends reborn with modern AI? Subscribe and join us as we bring the past back to life. Who should we revive next? Let us know in the comments.